Shit. And, there was one more thing. You really ought to...
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time. What the hell are you doing here? Are you trying to get yourself killed?
No, well, it's not easy to explain.
You found something out, haven't you? Well, come on, what is it?
Things are more complicated than I thought. I'm afraid we'll have to rethink our plans for the sixth power.
What are you talking about? You're giving up? Why? The sixth power was your plan. Things are starting to take shape. Thiao just brought in some new recruits.
Can't you see? We don't stand a chance! There are far more Skyans than I ever imagined. And now they've developed new mutation methods. Faster, much faster, and more efficient. They're on the verge of completing their analysis. That's when they'll launch their full-scale attack.
You're not just gonna give up now, are you? Shit. I get it now. You weren't out here looking for DNA fragments. You were talking to them. Am I right?
Jax, listen.
You son of a bitch. I should have known. You get me to help you with your little war games, and now that it's time to fight, you start working with them.
Jax, now just hold on a second. It's true, I spoke to one of their curators, but he's on our side.
A defector? Who is it? What did he say? You better start talking, old man, or I'm ending this here and now.
His name is Kopark, and nothing he said was particularly encouraging.
So, how did you get talking to this defector, then?
The Skyans are trying to reactivate old-world technology to use against us. During my research, I came across some peculiar algorithms on some old computers. They were clues left behind by Kopark, hoping someone would understand them. He wanted to talk to someone on our side without the rest of the Skyans knowing. I replied using the same method, and we arranged a secret meeting.
So where is this Kopark? I want to talk to him.
I'm afraid that's no longer possible. We've stopped communications for the time being, and he's gone back to his people. It's too risky for him to leave the main former again. If they catch him, they'll kill him.
So what else did you find out from the defector? Can he help us get inside the main former and shut it down?
I'm afraid not. He doesn't understand the technology involved any more than you or I do. But I learned plenty of other things. Things that would get him killed if any of his people found out he'd told me. The Skyans' military strength is vast. And even worse, they're breeding new, more lethal creatures. Changeable, transformable beings. Monstrously powerful and adaptable. These changelings are said to be invincible. Nothing can stop them.
Well, that's just fucking great. Anything else?
I tried to get Kopark to help us, but he refused. He's afraid for his life. He did answer all my questions about Dark Elix and its properties, though. I was hoping I might still have a chance to heal those infections. In any case, even if we do manage all this, the Skyans are simply too powerful, and there's just too many of them. They'd crush us.
Well, that's just not good enough. You're going to keep at it, you hear me? I want results. So get that old ass in gear and find something useful.
Can't really argue with that kind of logic. All right, I'll start analyzing the data Kopark gave me. But I can't carry on with my role in the Bastion after all this.
And what exactly does that mean?
Our people need someone who still believes we can defeat the Skyans. It's time for you to become leader of the Sixth Power.
Demalo. Yenidarath. Tarag. Isn't that what I've been doing for a while now? That was your plan from the start, wasn't it?
Maybe. But you need to make a decision about which faction you belong to. If you're going to lead by example, people need to see the path you've chosen. They need to know what you believe in, and it's a decision you must abide by to the bitter end. They'll never follow a turncoat, so whatever choice you make must be final. And, there was one more thing. You really ought to...
Yeah. I should really do something about these blackouts. I'll take care of them when there's time. I spoke to the artificial intelligence, Cassandra.
Uh-huh. Let me guess. She's looking for me.
That's right.
It's only logical. For a while, I was the most evolved being on the planet. Good thing she still doesn't know anything about our little venture in the Bastion. She's probably detected activity here, but she won't have classified us as a threat yet. If she had, we'd already be dead.
According to Cassandra, I'm the second humanoid anomaly on Magellan.
Then she must know all about your past and the connection between us. If I were her, I'd be wary of you too.
I've decided what faction I belong to. I'm a berserker. I can take the higher career path with the berserkers, but I could still move to the outlaws. A lot of berserkers used to be outlaws after all, so switching shouldn't be that hard.
Whatever you do, do it quickly. You don't have much time to change your mind.
So, what does the Bastion need now?
The Sixth Power needs a strong ally. The only question is, which of the major factions it should be. You've already completed your basic training with one of them. So it doesn't make much sense to ask a different one to join us. How could they trust you to lead them? So, in a way, you've already chosen the Sixth Power's future ally. All that's left now is to seal the deal. We don't have much more time, so you better hurry.
The panacea is finished. Ready to try it?
What are the possible side effects?
Well, because the panacea is supposed to cure all illnesses, it's possible that, if prepared incorrectly, the opposite may occur.
And what does that mean for me?
Oh, don't worry. You'll suffer nothing more than the usual symptoms. Impotency, increased urination, eczema, etc. Trifling matters in the face of such scientific advancement.
Give it here. I'll drink it.
Here, drink it all down in one go. Pay no attention to how it tastes.
I feel a little tingle.
Well, tell me how you feel.
Pretty normal, actually.
Let's see here. Your eyes react to external stimuli. Your skin is unchanged. I can't determine any muscle spasms. Blood pressure seems normal. Wait. Your muscles have grown in size. I'm sure of it. And your cognitive abilities? Tell me what you see right now.
An old man.
Correct! I think I'm on the right track. The results aren't fully what I expected, but it's a start. The panacea still isn't ready to be marketed at this stage. But, as this experiment was a complete failure, I think we should name this elixir. Can you think of a name? It should sound exciting and use alliteration.
Panacea Primarium.
Superb! Absolutely superb! All right, go. Become a warrior if you care about it so much. I must get back to my work.
Can you tell me the exact recipe for the panacea?
I don't think I heard you correctly. What is it you're asking? You do know that if you take that stuff again, it could have terrible consequences. I determined the exact dose. A smidge too much, and your circulation would likely break down. I would then have to tell Fenris why you ended up in a hospital bed. Sorry, but the recipe is staying right here in my head.
You know what to do, cultivator.
How do I become a warrior?
Oh, being a cultivator not good enough for you, huh? You're the ambitious type. That's good. I can't just promote you to warrior, though. You have to prove yourself first, like everyone else. Prove your talents are wasted as a cultivator. I've told you who you need to speak to. Now get to work, cultivator.
How am I doing?
Well, Thorhild says you'd be more useful as a warrior than a cultivator. Tylus is very happy with you. You did help get the iron mine back into production. That's a good start. Well, that was impressive. So much accomplished in so little time. I knew you were the ambitious sort. I will promote you to the rank of warrior, if that's what you want.
I want to become a warrior.
I don't see why not. You worked hard. It's time to take another oath. This time as warrior. But all this ceremonial nonsense is such a waste of time. How about I just set your new tasks and let you get on with it, huh?
Fine by me.
I knew you were the right man for the job. Whatever, you've earned some new armor. You can buy it from our armorer.
What? I have a new rank, but I don't get the armor to go with it?
When you put it that way, yes, that's correct. Listen, it takes a lot of shards to keep the fort running. Of course, it's up to you whether or not you want to buy the armor. So, let's wind this up. Wear your new armor with pride, blah, blah, blah. In Ragnar's name. Now, go and make yourself useful. I'm sure there's jobs for warriors out there somewhere. Oh, wait a moment. What happened?
The mine. Attack. The creatures. Scrappy sent me.
Slow down, slow down. Scrappy sent you? Is the iron mine under attack? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, right. The creatures came from that tower. We need help, quickly.
Fine. I'll take care of it. Guards! Come here. You two, head to the iron mine immediately. Protect the iron with your lives. Go!
Immediately, sir.
You heard Scrappy's foreman. Get to the mine. As a warrior, it's your duty to protect the mine workers. I hope you'll bring me good news soon.
No time to talk. I gotta go.
I'm not sure.
I should tell Rat.
Think we got them all. I wonder what the fuck they were. You must be on your way back to the fort, right? Can you do me a favor? Tell Rat we killed these bastards.
I'll do that.
Thanks, son. Always known you're a good one.
Everything okay at the mine?
Why? Wanna help out?
Sure, why not?
Not afraid to get your hands dirty, huh? I like that. We found new iron deposits in the mine. If you help me dig them out, I'll buy them from you. Not for some bullshit price, neither.
I have iron to sell.
All right, let's take a look. Ah!
That isn't enough. That isn't enough.
Fast.
I have iron to sell.
All right.
That is... That'll be useful. We managed to drive the creatures away from the iron mine.
Good work. I never expected anything less. Now that we've put that incident behind us, let's get down to the business I really wanted to discuss with you. I'm impressed by your ambition. I'd be disappointed if you didn't have plans to rise in the ranks and become a paladin. Normally we put applicants through some pretty severe tests. But given everything that you've done, I'm willing to forget all that and just promote you right away. I just have a tiny favor to ask first.
What do you need?
I knew you'd understand. Now listen up. Now, I experienced a little inconvenience not too long ago. An assassination attempt, remember? You helped Wolf find the perpetrators and chase them away. I'm in need of a close friend who can make sure nothing like that happens again.
How am I supposed to do that?
My sources tell me the thieves weren't working alone. I'm well connected, maybe too well. Turns out I know the leader personally. His name is Hector. I worked with him when I was still an outlaw. I know Hector is still alive, and I'm sure he's the one pulling the strings with that annoying group of claws.
The Claws? What do you think of them?
Hardly worth thinking about at all. An insignificant gang of thieves who only look after themselves.
What exactly do you want me to do?
Well, first of all, you need to understand how the Claws work. They're organized into cells, and each cell works independently. Really quite clever when you think about it. Most of them don't even know the others exist. Those are Hector's rules. Of course, I could never work that way, not knowing who was working for me. But, as it happens, Hector doesn't follow his own rule. He keeps a diary that I'm sure contains all sorts of interesting secrets, like the name and location of every member of his little gang. I want that book. It's the only way I can be absolutely certain that no Claw will ever get in the way again. We have a deal?
Where do I find the book?
Well, you'll have to figure that part out yourself. He probably has it safely locked away somewhere. Stealing the key's one way to go, but picking the lock might be easier. That's up to you. Good. Now get out of here.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I guess. This is more like it. I hope those bastards have got some fight left in them. I want to have some fun.
Training of Commander Core mental stability urgently recommended.
The imp...
Found her.
The next name on your list?
Yeah. I knew she was somewhere in the fort, but I was always looking in the wrong places.
So who is she?
Sherry. We were best friends, once. Got up to all sorts of wild shit. Men fell at our feet. And if they got out of line, we ground them under our heels.
So she's just like you. That's the scariest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, we had some great times. But then things started to sour. She couldn't handle that I liked men more than I liked her.
What'd she do?
She got rough with an admirer one night. Next day they found his body in the fort dump. Crows had eaten his eyes. I knew it was her handiwork right away. She could get real crazy.
Wow. Coming from you, that's saying something. Maybe there's hope for you after all.
Forget it. Anyway, turns out the guy worked for my brother. Pretty high up, too. Sherry knew she was screwed, so she framed me for it. My rep in the fort was already in the toilet, so no one believed my version of the story.
And that's why you left the fort?
Not like I had a choice.
So where is this best friend of yours?
I prefer to think of her as my soon-to-be dead friend. Come on, let's go see if my source was right. This is the place. Sherry's supposed to be living in some old trash heap below the fort. Should've known. It's where all the rats end up. Come on, I'm right behind you.
I don't think I'm gonna like what's about to happen.
Me neither.
Get out of here, man. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow.
Sherry?
What? Holy shit. That you, Nasty?
Fuck me, you look like shit.
What are you doing here? I thought you ran off to the grotto with those fucking psychos.
I did. But shit, Sherry, what happened to you? You barely look like yourself.
What the fuck, bitch? All these years go by and then you just show up to shit on me when I'm ground down to nothing? You think I chose this life? Fuck. When you left, everything went to shit.
Fuck off, bitch. You're the one who threw me to the wolves, remember? Or did you forget? I didn't. The whole fucking fort was after my ass.
Oh, honey, you know I had no choice. Your bastard brother would have fed me to his fucking jackals if he knew I'd killed his top man. I hoped he'd spared you at least. I mean, you are his fucking sister.
You think I didn't know that shit? I know what an asshole my brother is, okay? You're a big part of the reason I got banished, so admit to that and cut the shit.
You abandoned me. I'll never forgive you for that.
Oh, come the fuck on!
You ditched me, and for a guy. A fucking guy!
You know, I came here to settle the score with you. But you've obviously been punished enough. I mean, look at you. Left me. All you get is my pity.
For a guy.
Come on, Jax, we're done here. Let's go.
Well, Sherry won't be framing anyone for murder again.
Come on. And let's never mention her again.
Been trying to think who else might be on your list. Could it be someone's brother, maybe?
Figure that out all by yourself, huh?
Ah, so I'm right.
He was the Duke of Tavar, and the bastard didn't even raise a finger to help me. One word from him and those assholes would have left me alone. But no, he threw me to the wolves instead. Probably even encouraged some of them to come after me.
Well, you know where to find him.
I'm not quite ready yet.
Really?
Why do you think I've been training so hard? Logan's a tough son of a bitch. In fact, he's the second biggest asshole I know. This thing won't be easy. I want to be ready, and I mean really ready, before I go up against him.
Makes sense.
Good. I need to train some more. I'll tell you when I'm ready.
The old chemical factory? Did you find out anything?
You were right. We're being bugged. Skyend Central AI has access to our systems and machines.
Damn it, I knew it. The hell are we gonna do?
I'll handle it. You should avoid talking about our strategies when machines are nearby.
But that's pretty much impossible.
At least we know who's eavesdropping on us now, and how they're doing it. Let's take full advantage of that.
We'll do our best. Any news from Tavar?
The World Hearts are still standing. They continue to perform their duty. All Skynet attacks on the Hearts so far have been warded off.
Excellent. My sincere thanks. The Hearts must never be allowed to fall.
Teach me something.
I'll try.
serious.
Basically, it makes no difference.
He's been staring at me for a while.
As a member of the Claws, you must be able to teach me something about being a pickpocket.
Sure. What do you want to know?
Got the book. Got to hurry back to Rat. About my promotion to Paladin.
Were you able to... what word should we use? Liberate Hector's book?
Yes, here's the book.
Ah, you always bring me such beautiful gifts. I'm impressed. I was half expecting you to betray me. Never been happier to be wrong. I must have misjudged you. With this book, I can make sure no one ever tries to steal this rat's cheese again. This rat's cheese. I have to remember that one. To tell you the truth, I was gonna take back the seed money I gave you earlier. Say it was just a loan. But a loyal friend is worth so much more than a few lousy shards. There's only one thing that's truly worthy of the gift you have given me today. The rank of Paladin. Whenever you're ready, we're here for you. Your promotion awaits.
I'd like to be promoted to Paladin.
You sure that's what you want? Paladins are expected to show a great deal of initiative. No one's there to tell you what to do. You sure you can handle that responsibility?
Yes.
I knew you had that kind of leadership in you. You know the drill. Go see our armorer and pick up your new armor.
What? Even now, I still have to buy my armor myself?
Now, don't be that way. It's a privilege that you're allowed to get Paladin armor at all. Not everyone is. Alright, I have things to do, so let's wind this up. Congratulations on your new rank, blah blah blah. Have fun with it.
Thanks.
I thought you were gonna insist on a ceremony there for a second. Glad I was wrong.
What? No ceremony.
Come on, really? You know I can never remember the damn things, and the oath for a paladin is so long. It's not like I give these out every day. Let's just spare ourselves the bother. What do you say?
If you prefer. What are my duties as a paladin?
Well, that's up to you. Nobody's gonna give you orders or tasks. You're in charge. You've worked hard for this. Enjoy the freedom. We do, of course, expect you to take your place in our ranks and always have the best interests of the Berserkers in mind. Thorhild and Scrappy are excellent examples of what a paladin does. Scrappy makes sure we have enough iron, Thorhild looks after the seedlings. It's up to you to decide how best to strengthen our community. You could even travel around Magellan and act as a sort of missionary, spreading berserker values. The most important thing is that you do no harm to your berserker brothers and sisters. Now, off you go. See how that new armor feels on you. I'm sure we'll see one another again.
Ah, the new paladin. Such a rare honor to welcome one of your kind into my humble shop. You are now fully entitled to purchase anything I have to sell. I see you still don't have the magnificent armor appropriate to your new rank. I'll gladly sell it to you for a small donation to me and the community. The price of such noble armor should be no issue for someone like you, so feel free to take a look at my wares.
Show me your armor.
It would be my pleasure.
high probability of collapse.
Well, you were right about one. That will have consequences. For me and the Sixth Power. But those are irrelevant right now. The most important thing here is, how did you find out about it?
I know Dawkins. I served for years under him and his hellish machine. Plus, I watched him walk into Mararkor. And just like I thought... Whatever. But that should be enough to prove that I can be useful to you and your cause.
If you saw Dawkins and you still hate him, why didn't you attack him while he was still vulnerable?
That monster won't be dealt with so easily. I wish. Dawkins has survived for centuries, and he's always been just fine playing among Magellan's major powers. There's no way a mere Alp commander like me could get rid of him. Getting rid of him will require more power than I have, if it's even possible at all.
Enough with the games. Just tell me how I can stop the Skyan's former.
Okay, fine. Listen up. The formers start working as soon as they hit the ground. The biggest one, the main former, is in Mararkor and serves as the Skyan's headquarters. They call it Cassandra. At the core of each former is a sort of flying machine, and around that, there's a sort of organic crystalline structure. The structure contains different cells that help with terraforming and growing their creatures. You have to get into the central computer cell of each former. Every computer in the cell is being run by an AI belonging to that former.
Okay, so I have to destroy that central computer.
That's not enough. Like I already said, the formers have already started their work. You have to change their programming so that the cells slow down their processes. Or really, best case scenario, stop completely. And it might take some time before the thing stops running completely, but it will stop once you have switched the processes.
I'm not a technician.
No, but one of our drones could do it. I sat for days in a cave near the main former listening to the Skyan's data transfer. I finally heard a code fragment from a key algorithm, which is sent to the other formers. Here, give it to one of our drones. They shouldn't have a problem completing and using the key algorithm. The interfaces to Skyan technology are pretty similar to our own. Bring your drone to a former central computer, and just let it do its work. If you could manage to stop at least 2 formers that way, it would be a huge step forward.
The Skyans won't be happy if someone starts messing with their formers.
No. That's why it will be your job to make sure they don't destroy your drone while it interferes with the AI in the central computer cell. Plus, you wouldn't leave such an important mission up to a robot, would you?
And you know all that just from watching them?
I told you. Their interfaces are pretty similar to ours. It's the only thing that makes sense.
But which former should I try to deactivate?
Well, one is probably just as good as another. I don't know if there are some that are less closely guarded than the others. It's up to you. Just pick 2 to try your luck with.
Why 2? Why not all of them?
Well, I suppose you could try to deactivate all of them. but my guess is that your drone will have collected enough data about the Skyant's technology after only 2 of them. Once you have that information, it will probably be worth turning your attention to Marikor.
What else do you know about the Skyans and the main former in Marikor?
Cassandra is well protected. Every cell of the former is guarded by a small army. Worse, the area around her is guarded by the Skyans' abominations. The biggest problem, though, is deactivating the core of the main former. I'm sure we'll come across other problems, but I know how to solve most of them.
So, you can get us into the Lion's Den.
Yes, I told you my expertise would be useful. So let's talk about what I want in return.
Slow down, Wardek. We're not there yet. I haven't forgotten what you did.
Fine, but I'd suggest that you should focus on us not getting exterminated right now. You can kill me after we get through this, if you still want to.
I will. But now isn't the time. You're right about that much.
Right. Let's get down to business. How are your people at the Bastion doing?
The Sixth Power is becoming a force to be reckoned with. Even the other factions are paying attention to us. And I won't let you do anything to hold them back.
Now, why would I want to? We need every single person we have to defeat the Skyants. You should really pool your strength. The best thing to do would be to ally with one of the big factions.
Finding a strong partner for the Sixth Power is at the top of my list.
Of course. Let me guess. That was Dawkins' idea.
Why should I give in to your demands?
Simple. I told you how to deactivate the Skyant's formers. I mean, that really should be enough proof that I know what I'm talking about.
So what do you want?
I want us to use the opportunities we have. I want us to be as prepared as possible, to make sure we don't make any mistakes. I'll tell you everything I know once we're ready to wage full-scale war against the Skyans. And I mean everything, including your personal business. Only a powerful leader with the ability to focus on what's important has any chance of success. Oh yeah, and one other small thing. I want to end my exile and go back to my people. You're gonna help me return to the rank of Alp Commander.
You know, I used to always take your side. But
There's nothing wrong with...
save it. I understand.
Good. Then we have a deal.
Okay, so here's the current situation. I'm still searching for a suitable ally for the Sixth Power. Before we move further into Marikor, we have to make sure that we can deactivate some of the formers in our own territory. And then there's the whole thing with you wanting your old rank as Alb Commander back.
That's right. And I'll hold you to that. Well, keep at it. I'll be waiting in my hideout. Come and find me once you've sorted it all.
So, buddy, we have an even bigger task ahead of us.
Sensor set to receive, Commander.
The 2 of us need to penetrate the Skyant former and connect you to the central console.
Analysis. Probability of survival 25.6%.
Huh, better than I thought. Look, we need more information on their tech. We don't know enough yet. They're a highly advanced enemy, and we can't give them the element of surprise. And we gotta shut the former down, or we won't be alive for long.
Acknowledged. Ready, awaiting orders.
Right. I'm taking you with me.
Even if you don't trust me at all, I'm gonna keep my word. I'll get us inside Cassandra.
Well, get a move on. Or we're all fucked. You included.
Well, you can't argue with that.
probability of survival critically low. Central former unit located. Initializing takeover. Connection established. Data transferred. Former polarity reversal initiated. Awaiting shutdown of operations.
That's it. The first former we've ever broken down.
Acknowledged.
How'd it go? Did you get any data from the central console?
Former control unit uses autonomous AI.
I thought as much. Did you take it over?
Control unit was overwritten following transfer of key algorithms from Mothership. Control of operational former cells successfully acquired. Terraforming process significantly prolonged.
Great job. Wardick was right. We can repolarize the other formers this way.
Acknowledged.
How long will it take to bring this thing's terraforming process to a complete standstill?
Analyzing. Estimation possibly unreliable due to multiple uncertain parameters.
Bullshit. How long?
524 days and 16 hours.
Okay, that is too long. We need it to go faster.
Insufficient data for reliable estimation.
The next former will hopefully give us more of a clue. All right, little guy. We know what we have to do. We'll do one more and then we'll see.
Acknowledged. Probability of human survival within critical range. Central former unit located. Initializing takeover. Connection established. Data transferred. Former polarity reversal initiated. Awaiting shutdown of operations.
So, we've now repolarized 2 formers. Have you found out anything else?
Correction of initial assumption that former control units work autonomously. Strong influence of Control Unit 0 from Mothership detected.
Understood. You've tracked down Cassandra. Will that help us immobilize the main former?
Negative. Key algorithm and complete identification of Cassandra not available.
Okay. So the control units of the other formers are just smaller offshoots of Cassandra. They're being controlled by her.
Negative. Description of smaller offshoots implies fewer control algorithms or interfaces.
Yeah, okay. But basically, Mother Cassandra calls the shots. Okay. Now we can switch off the remaining formers manually, or go straight to the main former to stop the terraforming.
Acknowledged.
I need to talk it over with Wardek again. Alright, here we go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Stand by.